Most of you sound like a broken record over and over. I can't find good people. I can't find good crew leads. I don't know where they are. But here's the honest truth. You don't even look for them. You just say these things to yourself and you make yourself a victim, but you don't even actually go out and try. It's like the guy sitting in his house for 20 hours a day complains, I can't find a girlfriend. There's no good girls out there. Or the girl that's saying, there's no good guys out there. That is a lie. The truth is, you don't even look. So today, I'm gonna show you exactly what qualities to look for in the crew lead where it'll change your whole life. It'll change your whole company, and you'll even change the guy's life that you're gonna hire, because I know you guys aren't cheap, right? I know you guys will pay them really well, right? Because you're like me, right? We'll see about that, right? And the key to having a very successful company with great employees is, first, the crew lead. We're gonna interview 3 of my crew leads. One of them was not here, he was absent, but we're gonna interview 3 of them. Martin, famous Martin, Jose, Caesar, and you're gonna find out exactly what they have to say, Spanish or English.
Hi, my name is Jose. I work for Applewood Landscaping. I'm their project manager, and I work for Tigran. So before I was a project manager, I used to be a crew lead. And from my experience to be a crew lead, it was to take control of the whole project. Because remember, you got to control the whole project. You got to control how many guys you have on your crew. You got to make sure they're all working. You got to make sure you got material for the next day. Usually Tigran says this, be 2 steps ahead of everybody. Because remember, you forgot to order material. You forgot to answer it, like talk to the customer, make sure what's going to be the next step and they're okay with it. So you guys can keep working. Because you stop doing that and you just come to the next day and there's nothing to do, it's not going to be on their fault. It's going to be your fault because you're not doing the right thing on the work. So just remember, as a crew lead, you always need to talk to the customer before you do anything, like any layouts or anything like that. Even when you order material, just double check that the customer is okay with it. Double check it's the right material, it's the right color, everything. You got to double check everything. Now, it's not because there's a problem, but you just want to make sure there's not a problem later on in the day. You got to remember, you got to read the blueprints. Usually what I used to do, go home, take out the blueprints, make sure what was going to be next, if we're going to do electrical, where the water's going to go, and all that stuff. Make sure that I know everything that's going to be needed for the job site. And then tell that to my masons and make sure they're doing it that way that I think it should be done right. Because I always tell them, if you do it my way, it's going to be my fault. But if we do it your way, it doesn't work out, it's still going to be my fault, but I'm going to blame you. So one of the things about being a crew lead is not just make sure everything's here material-wise, the next step or anything like that, but right here in Applewood, especially with Tigran, we know the numbers. And most of you guys are afraid of telling your crew leads, even your project managers, the numbers, because you guys are afraid that they're going to know how much you charge for something and they're going to walk away. Maybe there's a 50-50 there. You guys are right, there's a 50-50. But you know what, the good thing about it, whoever's the project manager, when I used to be a crew lead, he used to come to me and tell me, this is $100,000 job. And this is how much the labor costs every day. So back in the day, I think it was between $1,500 to $2,000 a day. So I knew that how much it's going to cost me every day to bring my 4 guys in here and have everything, so I can start looking forward how much time I got to do the project. And then usually when it used to be to like 30%, the project manager used to tell me, you know what, you had 30%, so let's push it. And that's the way to go, like telling you guys, your crew leads, the numbers, so that they can know how much to put your guys and what point to put your guys. Now all the time we're working 200%. We always working 110, 105, but when you get to almost to the end, that's when you know when your crew lead manage everything right. If you almost at the end and you still got a little bit more than 20% and the project's almost done, then he was pushing his guys all the way through. But let's say if I didn't manage the time right, then whoever's in charge of telling me how much percentage I left on the project, I will tell myself, you know what, well, I think we've been lagging too much, so we got to push it. You got to talk to you guys, you know what, we got 30%, we got to be at least 10% or 15%. Usually right here in Applewood, we like to be at 20%. And one thing about being a crew lead, remember, you got 4 people working with you. So there's 4 ways of thinking differently. And then you just can't come into the job site and say, you know what, I know everything and this is the way we're going to do it. You got to come out with a solution where you can come into the group and let them know your idea and try to them to take your idea, not force it to them. Because sometimes when you force it to people, they get mad and that's when they start not working right. So you just got to come out with a game plan of how to talk to your people, how you talk to your crew, and make sure they get put on the same same idea. If I'm talking to my mason and we're going to do the layout of the pavers, until both of us are on the same agreement, that's when we start working. If he wants to do it one way and I want to do it one way, and we don't come to like the same idea, then we keep talking until we find the middle ground. And as a crew leader, the most important part of it is communicate with your crews, customer, project manager, office, owner, so that everything can run well. So the main thing is keep that open, those communications with everybody, and that's the way to go. Communication is the key.
Put it on your calendar, write it down, put it on your chalkboard, tattooed on your skin, whatever you got to do. Friday the 13th of December, I'm having a giveaway, a contest, an event. We're giving away trailers, giving away hand tools, giving away drills, jackhammers, all kinds of stuff. This is going to be a very interactive one. And the coolest part is I'm going to be teaching you a lot of things about job walks, job visits, instruction, management, employees, overhead, time, everything. We're going to lay out everything. It's going to be a 2-day event, December 13 and 14. As always, if you're in Goat Gang, obviously it's free. You're welcome to come, invited, it's all good. Come have a party. But if you're not in Goat Gang, this is the first time ever where I'm going to be doing this, where I'm allowing anyone to come, anyone under the sun. All you have to do is get a ticket and you can show up and you can learn and see how it is from the inside. Be taking you on a lot of job walks. We'll even come here to this one. But first day, we're gonna give you job site tours. I'm gonna give you spreadsheets. I'm gonna show you exactly what the numbers are on various different projects. I'm gonna take you to some winners. We did a $600,000 job, made some money. I'm gonna take you to a $200,000 job, didn't make as much money as I thought. I'm gonna break down all the numbers with you guys so you understand exactly how we got here. What happened? What were the mistakes? What are the things that we did right? But most importantly, how can we not make this mistake in the future? Or how can we duplicate this again so we can ring the cash register every single time? Not only are you gonna have a chance to win trailers and tools, but I'm gonna give you some free game, bro. Some good knowledge. Show up December 13, Friday, December 13. It's a very, very easy day. Friday, December 13, Friday, December 13, Scary Friday, December 13. I'll see you there.
Hi, my name is Caesar, and I'm one of Tigran's crew leaders for Applewood. So this is a job that I lead on. We're almost fully complete, as you can see. Just the minor details over there with the barbecue. Finish up the stucco, getting the plumbing in and the gas connected. But other than that, this is pretty much the finishing touch with my crew. As you can see, it had a herringbone style paver, gray charcoal border, following with the coping, adding that waterfall with the veneer, a little bit of turf, a couple of concrete steppers on both sides, a deck area, barbecue with the granite, concrete planter box. We got the floating bench here that we did, a concrete retaining wall, or backrest actually, in the area with the barbecue place. And also, then if I mentioned the deck also, we came out pretty nice. Raised it up a 6-inch step to everything else. Yeah. What it means to be a good crew leader: take a lot of responsibility, learn from others, be open-minded, take ideas from others, especially from your masons, even your laborers, or even others from other crews, since everybody has their way of thinking, different ideas, different schooling, but there's always space to learn. Also, be very open-eyed towards safety, especially operating a scale saw, grinder, anything that could malfunction and maybe cause an injury. So always gotta be looking out for that. So if I see something that could cause an injury for my guy, I should be quick on and respond to it and let him know, oh, this is not the right way to do it. Do it this way just for your safety and others. And it's also my responsibility to be sure that my workers are safe in the job site. So an advice that I would give to someone who's coming in as a new crew leader, what I think is just be open-minded, really. Take ideas from others, look at others' jobs, especially when you come into a new company. Look the way they do things, because everybody does a little bit different, how I said. But yeah, be open-minded, take new ideas in and learn from others. Also, the importance to have a good attitude. You'll have good communication with your guys, especially homeowners or anybody that comes into the job site, really. The more open you are, the more you'll have friendship within the crew leaders, with the co-workers, homeowners. An advice that I would think it worked: when you see there's an issue between the co-workers, think separate them, talk to one another first, see what the issue is, and if you can, resolve it right then and there. Bring them in together, let them talk, but in a peaceful way. Try not to make violence, create a lot of things that you don't want. And nobody wants to do their job at the end of the day, so get involved with your guys, talk to one another, and then bring them in together and make it work it out. Another advice that I could give, for example, when your guys are slacking, put a little bit of pressure into it. Don't be afraid to raise your voice, because as soon as they see you being easy on them, they're going to just take the job easy. So put a little pressure, let them know who's in charge, and things will work out.
Hola, soy Martín. Trabajo para Tigran y Applewood. En este sitio vamos a hacer pavers, un plantero elevado con luces, pasto sintético, step stones de concreto y más concreto de este lado. un concreto para poner un estante y el pasillo de concreto también. De este lado vamos a tener un pasillo de pavers que va a conectar a la puerta principal y luego al driveway de concreto que se extiende desde aquí hasta allá. En este trabajo lo principal es la seguridad y la comunicación. Primero hay que hablar con los clientes y principalmente con los del equipo de trabajo. Cuando algo sale mal, ahí es donde empezamos a tener problemas, pero la comunicación es muy importante para este tipo de trabajo. Para sacar los trabajos rápido y ser eficientes en este tipo de trabajo, hay que ponerse de acuerdo con el equipo primero y planear un día anterior lo que se va a hacer al día siguiente. Con eso podemos avanzar mucho. Cuando hay un problema con las tuberías de agua, gas o la maquinaria, es mi responsabilidad de tener el trabajo para la seguridad de todo el equipo. Aquí en el trabajo, como líder de grupo, tengo que ver principalmente por la seguridad de los compañeros del equipo. Entonces, siempre resulta que hay problemas, pero para eso hay que tener una buena comunicación con ellos y tratar de resolver lo más pronto posible los pequeños problemas que puedan surgir en cuanto al trabajo o personales. Tigran es el dueño de la compañía, pero básicamente soy yo el que está a cargo del equipo de trabajo, los compañeros de trabajo y de todo lo que hay alrededor de mantener la seguridad para todos. Un consejo para los nuevos líderes de grupo: tener carácter, comunicación, trabajar duro.
You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. The guys told you exactly what to do. Now, a lot of you are going to be looking for people. You're going to be going hunting. And by the way, if you want very specific instructions on how I did it, videos, tutorials, education, reach out to me. I have some very, very good information, very good videos in Goat Gang where I'll share with you exactly how I did it. I literally take you with and I go to the store and I get numbers of guys that are very qualified to be masons, carpenters, all that stuff. But the most important thing that you have to remember, the guys that you want to have working for you in your business already are working. Remember that. The good guys are always working. If you're a good guy, you're always working. You never have no work, right? That's me. The people that you want to hire for your company are always going to be working. So you're going to have to offer them a very, very enticing and consistent offer. Maybe the guy's getting paid $30 an hour at his job and you're going to say, dude, I got you. I know I'm a new company, but you got to trust me. I'm going to pay you $40 an hour and I guarantee you 40 hours a week, $1,600. If you live in the winters, then seasonal, okay, fine. You can negotiate that. Seasonal work is the same thing for the other guy at the other company. They don't have work in the winter as well, especially if you live in Minnesota and all that stuff. That's a little caveat, but you have to give them an offer they cannot refuse. You especially should not be worried about making as much money as your guys. You should be having guys get paid more than you. That's how you're gonna grow your company. I wasn't really worried about me making money. I just wanted consistency. Like, look at this. You think I can do all this by myself? You think I can install 3,000 square feet of pavers by myself? You think I can install 2,500 square feet of grass by myself? What about that barbecue? You think I can do it by myself? I mean, look at my hands. I can't do anything by myself. I can't, but that's not my superpower. My superpower is customer, right? Negotiating. When deals get tough, like this, we had a situation here where it got tough. I had to make a tough call. Customer was like, I'm paying too much money for this. And I'm like, look, I understand. Yes, you are, of course, but look at what you're getting, right? These are the things that a lot of people can't do. And it's my responsibility and my job to remain calm and to figure it out. And especially make sure that the guys are getting paid. They don't have to worry about it. And I know these guys do work on the side. They do stuff on the weekend, whatever. I have no control of that. But what I have control in is what happens Monday through Friday. That's the most important part. Okay, if you want more help on exactly what to do, reach out to me. Get in Goat Gang. I'll show you. Guys, it's so simple. I've literally simplified the entire process. I have like 50 hours of video content that you can just sit there, watch, and just consume and just get educated. I know most of you aren't gonna read. If I give you a book, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, great book, and you're not gonna read it. But a video, you'll actually sit down and watch. That's the most important part. Message me, I'll help you. Later.